Guys, welcome back to Dr. Derrick. Today I wanted to share with you a way that you can increase your energy levels through cold exposure. So one of the great ways you can do this is in our modern day and era, you can take cold showers. So you can instantly be exposed to cold no matter how hot or cold it is outside. So some of the benefits of cold exposure or taking cold showers is that they increase your energy levels. They help wake you up in the morning, and so they're a natural stimulant to the body and helps to give your adrenal glands healthy exercise as opposed to like a drug like caffeine or coffee or energy drinks. And those just do it by chemicals, so it's not as healthy or healthy at all. And so this can be actually a replacement for those of you who are trying to get off of energy stimulants like 5 Hour Energy and Monster and Red Bull and all these things. What you can actually do instead is just go ahead and go take a cold shower in the morning, and it'll wake you up and invigorate you, and you'll have lots of energy. And it also makes you healthier in other ways too, because it strengthens your inner smooth muscles in your body. People think you only have muscles on the outside, but you also have organ muscles, you have smooth muscles on your stomach, and just by changing the temperature, it forces your inner physiology to self-regulate the temperature difference, so it gives it healthy exercise. And many tribes and civilizations have been using this for as long as we've been around, and they use it to stay healthy and live long lives, such as in Russia. They often expose themselves to cold. They'll jump in big cold lakes and rivers, and that'll just help them stay strong on the inside. And so it also helps prevent parasite infections, because if you're weak on the inside, then parasites are going to eat you up. So you want to stay strong, and this is one of the ways you can do it naturally. You can just jump in a cold shower, or you can go out in nature if it's really cold. Like today's a pretty cold day. If you just take off your jacket and you just wear like a thin t-shirt, then you can expose yourself to natural cold. Cold shower is probably the most practical way, especially if it's summertime. But yeah, it's amazing. You feel great, especially you might be kind of shocked during the moment of the cold shower, which you'll get over after a couple times. But as soon as you get out, it's like a euphoric feeling, because it releases natural, what do we call it? It's natural endorphins. It's just a natural endorphin release, kind of like the high you get when you're running. So yeah, it's a great way to stimulate your energy, and you'll find if you do this, you won't really need coffee or stimulants anymore, and this can be your substitute instead. And it feels way better. You don't get that crash in the day like you do with coffee or energy drinks. So it's a way healthier way, because you're actually helping strengthen your adrenal glands, which release adrenaline and help you get up in the morning. They make cortisol, and they make you feel energized and good. So it's actually super healthy for you. Definitely a necessity if you want to be healthy. And yeah, go ahead and go take a cold shower. Some of the things to consider when you're going to take a cold shower are that, yeah, it might be, if it's too much for you at first, like you don't want to just jump in and it's freezing ass cold, or maybe like your hair doesn't wash as well in cold water. You can also get most of the benefits just by ending your shower with cold water for probably at least 10 seconds, and you'll get all the invigorating benefits. It also boosts testosterone, energy levels, and they've also shown that it helps you deal with stress in your life better, because you're on a daily basis, you're making this choice to deal with this stress, and it helps you even more deal with stress if you're just trying to stay calm while you're taking the cold shower. If you're freaking out, then it'll still help you with stress, but not as much, because you're conditioning your mind to handle difficult things that are stressful, and so you strengthen your mental strength as well. So that's really great. Some of the other things to consider is also, if you're overstressed already, then this might not be the best thing for you. You want to lower your stress levels enough so that you can take cold showers, because the way that stress works in the body, it's kind of like a bucket. So like all the different types of stress are pooled into this bucket. So if your bucket's already full with like a whole bunch of different stress, like financial stress, emotional stress, physical stress, and then you also throw in thermal stress on top of that, it might be too much for you to handle. You'll know if it's not giving you benefits. I would definitely just go try it out. But just like how most people shouldn't be doing like hardcore workouts if they're already overstressed on their body and they're not healthy and they're not eating right. You can't outwork a bad diet. So yeah, if you're if you feel like you're healthy enough and you don't have a stressful lifestyle, then adding that in will only help to make your bucket bigger so you can handle more stress in the long run, and you'll have the energy to kick ass and do what you want with your life. So it's really great. Yeah. But yeah, just like with workouts, because workouts, a lot of people do intense exercise to like lose weight, but if they're already overweight, then most likely their body's already stressed through the bad food that they intake, through just stress in their life in general, like emotional stress and just things they have to worry about. So that's already like wearing out their adrenal glands and cortisol. So what they should do is just working in, which is what I've talked about in my last episode when I talked about trekking poles, how they help lower your heart rate. When you're working in, that helps you cultivate and gain more energy. You should only really be working out if you have excess energy. So the way that you get more energy would be to do movement where you don't raise your heart rate. So if you're not raising your heart rate, then you're just going to be getting more energy than you output. So, which is really great, because then you feel more energized than you started. So it's like this magic exercise that you get more energy. So examples of that are like yoga, slow movement, walking, anything where you don't raise your heart rate. And because our bodies are designed to move, they have to move in order to feel good and be healthy, because there's certain systems in the body, like the lymphatic system, that cannot work unless you're moving. So, and that's also your detoxification pathways. And in a very toxic world, I'll probably make more videos about all the toxins that we're exposed to and we expose ourselves to on a daily basis. So yeah, we'll definitely make a video on that one. And let's see what we're talking about. We're talking about workouts. So yeah, so if you don't have enough energy already and you already feel tired, don't be doing extreme workouts. It's only gonna make you worse. I can only count the number of times that I've seen somebody in the gym and they're just working themselves to death to try to lose weight, and they just look like they're miserable. So don't do that. Go ahead and do some working in where you don't raise your heart rate, slow, gentle movements. Do it every day, and eventually you'll cultivate enough energy. Eat the right foods, eat healthy foods. The longer it stays on the shelf, the less healthy it is for you in general. So don't be eating stuff that can stay on the shelf for like 6 months. Eat real food. Just eat real food. Jerf. I wanted to get one of those t-shirts that says Jerf. It's just eat real food. Yeah, what a great shirt. I'm gonna get one of those someday. So yeah, go ahead and go take a cold shower, see how you feel. If you are one of the people who they seem to get cold easily, like a lot of people get cold hands or they just get cold in general easily, especially if they don't have a lot of body fat, what you can do is, one of the things that has helped me especially, tons of people are iodine deficient. I'm gonna make another video on iodine deficiency, but because our soils are so depleted, most people don't have enough iodine in their system, and they don't get it from their diet, and they don't get it from the food, because our soils are depleted from all the pesticides and herbicides and stuff like that, so that they don't really have any iodine left in them. So some of the only ways to get iodine is like through sea vegetables, and such as like kelp, that you would think you get enough from the iodized salt, but you don't even really get anything from that. It's just enough to prevent goiter, and goiter is where your thyroid gland goes way out. It just swells like crazy, and that's why they originally put iodine in table salt. But yeah, you can't really get it from table salt. Like, so much of it evaporates by the time that you're actually eating it, and only about 10% of it is bioavailable. So you can't get it from table salt. But you can get some from kelp and like seaweed. Those are great. Some of the brands aren't so great because the way that they harvest it removes a lot of the iodine, and so you don't really get a lot of benefit from that. Probably the best way to get it is potassium iodide and iodine. One of the great supplements for that is J. Crow Lugol Solution 2%. You can find that on Amazon, or just get Lugol Solution, any kind like that. Pretty much any kind of potassium iodide or just iodine supplement in general, you'll see results with it. I've even just gotten generic ones and I've seen instant results with it. And other people I've given it to have gotten huge energy results just from increasing their iodine intake. It has like an anti-fatigue effect. So if you're somebody really tired, this can help you out, because people's iodine goes to their thyroid glands. That's where it's mainly used. And so that also helps regulate your inner temperature, like regulate your temperature relative to the environment, so you can stay at an appropriate temperature. So if you're getting cold easy, just by taking iodine, you might find that you just all of a sudden warm up and you got more energy, and it's like, whoa, it's like, feels like my body's working again. You're not freezing cold no matter how cold it is outside. Like out here, I think it's probably like 40 degrees or more, and my hands aren't cold. I feel good, and yeah, I haven't even been wearing this coat the whole time. So yeah, it's awesome. Go ahead and go try iodine. I'll make another video about that just because it's so incredible. It's probably one of the most important supplements to be taking, and some supplements aren't that great because the way that nature provides vitamins is in a complex, and the way we take them is singular. They're just singled out vitamins, and you can't find that anywhere in nature. And the problem is, if you take like a supplement like vitamin A, and then you take a whole bunch of it, like 3,000 milligrams of it, then your body goes, what? Where did all this vitamin A come from? Because you can't find single isolate vitamins in nature. So your body has to compensate by using up all your other vitamins like B vitamins and fats and proteins and all these micronutrients. And so it can actually throw off your body, like just by taking vitamin A or another supplement, just by high dosing in that, it can actually throw off your body and cause more problems than you started with. So if you came in for like eyesight problems, they give you vitamin A, now you got back pain, or now you got digestive issues because you depleted your other vitamins. So you have to be really careful with supplementing. Enzymes are fine, enzymes are great. Most people are enzyme deficient. The only way you get enzymes is from raw food. So I'll make more videos on enzymes. There's so much to talk about, so much. So I hope you guys stay tuned for the next videos. Go do some cold showers. If you have a hard time staying up to temp, go take some iodine. Get some iodine supplement. That'll help you anyway, so it'll give you tons of energy. Yeah, I would probably recommend in the Japanese diets, which have very low breast cancer and other cancer rates. There's so many benefits to iodine. It helps prevent breast cancer or help you heal from it through help your body heal from it. And it has so many different benefits. It's just an amazing supplement. It's the only supplement that is anti-pathogen across the board. It's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic, and antiprion. You got all these different pathogens that are killed by iodine. And also by brushing your teeth with it, it's one of the most effective toothpastes. And it literally it'll heal your cavities in most cases. I've actually done that for one cavity I had back a couple years ago. And when I went back in, it was just totally gone. Or it was so small that they're like, oh yeah, we don't need to fill this. Like it was already scheduled to fill it. They're like, oh, never mind. Yeah, very cool stuff. Shows you how amazing the body can be when you give it the right nutrients it needs to heal itself. All right, go take your cold showers. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in to Dr. Derrick. And go ahead and like down below, subscribe down below. You can turn on the notification button if you want to know when I get new videos. I'll be uploading as much as I can. Thanks.